Welcome back to another episode from my Let's Build a Zoo series. Today we are kicking things off in the Aquarium Hotel that we started building in the last episode, guys, and I've done a little bit of work outside. Not much has changed inside, but we'll get into that today. I think we'll make some progress on the inside and get some structure happening with the aquarium itself, and maybe a little bit more to do with the hotel. But before I show you what I've been up to on the outside of the hotel, I wanted to show you what's been going on in here. In the previous episode, if you saw the previous episode, I was talking about these turtles and whether or not they needed, I guess, some air to survive. Looking at this, they're alive, but they're not exactly doing too much. So turns out they need air to move, potentially. It's a little bit strange. I'm actually not exactly sure what's going on there, but they literally haven't moved for about 3 or 4 days. So that seems a bit odd to me. So maybe I will give them like a block of air to see if that does anything. So it's kind of a bit strange, isn't it? They just the more I look at it, the funnier it gets. They're just not moving at all. What is going on there? So I guess the only explanation I can come up with is that they're trying to get air at the top here, and obviously can't, so they're not moving at all. They're just hanging out here, not doing anything, and I'm gonna die. Oh my goodness. 913 levels, just wow. What are you guys up to? Just get out of here. Oh, I've just realized what they're doing. That's where they were born. Oh, I see. I had the sand blocks just there. It all makes sense now. They're going back to where they were born. Oh dear. Oh my goodness. Come on, guys. There's no blocks here. What do you think's going to happen? I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to be able to do about that. If anyone has any ideas, please leave them in the comments, because right now I have no idea what I'm going to do. If they just start sitting back there, it's going to look a bit weird. So, yeah, if anyone has any ideas, please let me know. Maybe that solved it. Maybe it hasn't. But the good thing is they're swimming around again. Now I guess that's the main thing. We'll have to keep an eye on that. Let me show you what I've been up to out here, guys. I've been busy outside the hotel itself, as I said. Been doing a bit of gardening and making a few trees here and there, making it look a little bit nicer out the front here. And I'll show you what I've done. I've done this little garden area on either side of the big Christmas tree, and I've also removed the snow from the Christmas tree because it's spring in Australia and almost summer, actually, so it's getting a lot warmer. It just didn't make sense to have some snow up there, so I've taken that down. So I think that looks a little bit nicer, and plus I don't have to build another Christmas tree in a month or so, so that's a bit of a bonus. I've changed the floor in this top section here, guys. Now, this whole section was like this area down here, so it had cobble. It had the stone brick stairs and the buttons as well. I thought it was a little bit too busy. So I've just sort of flattened it out a bit, replaced a lot of it with just the normal stone and andesite and just scattered bricks as well. So I think it looks a lot nicer when it's just not so busy, I guess. So obviously I've done a bit of gardening here as well. I've built some trees up the side of the main administration building here. A few bushes here and there as well. This little sort of, I'm not sure what you would call this, little island of trees in the middle. There was just quite a large area of stone here, guys. So I thought it needed some breaking up with some trees, and it's got dark all of a sudden. So let's go over and sleep real quick. I've also updated the map, actually, guys. So it's looking a bit greener, not so purple. So that's coming along quite nicely. I'm happy with that. Now, the main aquarium building itself, guys, you might notice has a little bit more detail. So that's the warped slab that I've added along the side and along the bottom and along the top there. Also some warped fence sort of accent blocks, if you like, around all the sides there. So I think that looks a lot better. And I've also added this kind of, let's jump up here and get a better view of it. I think maybe let's try and land here. That's not the best view either, is it? But it's kind of like a wave symbol, if you like. So the fish is kind of riding a wave. So I've done the same on the other side over here. And yeah, it's the fish riding the wave there. So I think that looks pretty cool. I'm happy with that. Obviously, I've done a lot of trees and a lot of bushes and things like that. And I've also done these two little water fountains, which I think look really nice with the diorite, would you believe? So I don't use diorite that often, but I think coupled with the calcite in the middle and the quartz stairs there, I think it all looks pretty neat. I've also changed the blocks in the water itself to be the light blue concrete because it makes the water bluer, more blue. However you say that, bluer. I think bluer is the correct term. So we'll say it makes the water bluer. Oh, geez, I hope that's right. A few other bits and pieces over here, guys. Some trees on either side of the hotel as well. I think look pretty cool. But I want to show you this tree because I'm super happy with how this tree turned out. And if you look closely, hopefully you can see the little berries that I've got there with some hidden armor stands, some hidden item frames. Hopefully YouTube compression hasn't ruined it and you guys can't see those berries at all, but we'll see. But this tree looks pretty cool, and I've also added some cod in here. So this is kind of like a cod pool with a little bit of mud and some rooted mud. Is that what it's called? Mangrove roots, rooted mud, same thing. Yeah, it's kind of like a cod pool. Not really the cod exhibit, but I figured it could do with something in this corner here, and I've also put a fence there. So I think that's turned out quite nicely. And the view from inside the kitchen in here is a nice kind of view of the shaded tree and the cod pool. I love this shot from here. Love it. So obviously, guys, I needed a source of this nether type wood. So let me show you what I did. I had to build a farm down in the underneath the zoo where all my sort of farming area is. So let me show you what I did. And I've got a bit of a quick entrance down here to where I had to dig it out because I wanted to dig it somewhere near the beacon to take advantage of the beacon effect. And it turns out it's literally just here. So let's shoot on down here and I'll show you how the farm works. This is an ENX04 design and it's a really cool new tree farm. It's basically any wood type you want, apart from the dark oak, of course, because that's a 4-wide tree, and a mangrove tree as well. It doesn't do those two. I know I've got a wood farm over in what I'm calling my industrial district, but I needed something for these netherwood types. So this seems to be working quite well. I'll show you how it works, guys, if you haven't seen it. But I'll leave a link in the description to for you guys to check that out if you wanted to. And let me actually... Oh, yeah, let's do that. Let's, where are we? Oh, first of all, before I show you that, I needed to get some of the actual crimson fungus and the warp fungus. So I built this little bone meal farm that creates that for me. So we just flick that lever. It's obviously full of bone meal. Leave it for a couple of minutes. Gather up all the goodies, and then quite easily we have a fair bit of fungus that we can now use on the tree farm. That's how easy it is, guys. Just a few little bone meal and you have all the fungus that you need. So let me grab some of this and let me grab some bone meal. Where have I put the bone meal? Actually, let's grab some bone meal from the Scully farm just down here, maybe. Have I got any? Yes, I have. Excellent. That'll do. That'll do for now. It's actually really, really simple, guys. So we turn the farm on here. The TNT duper up the top does start after a few seconds. There we go. So it does a blast right on that obsidian block, so right down the bottom, and slightly up a little bit higher. So it does break up the entire tree, apart from these big, humongous ones. So let's jump up here and I'll show you. Let's pop one of them in the offhand and some bone meal. And that's all we have to do. we place it, we bone meal it up, and as quick as that, we have some trees, and we have some netherwood, whatever it's called. Nether stem, crimson stem, warp stem, all the netherwoods. And it's also really good for shroom lights as well, guys, so it's pretty much an amazing farm. So I've also set up an item filtering system, guys, so the items drop down and come through this water stream here. And as you can see, I've got a fair few already. So, and then obviously what I've been doing is using all this nether wart block to compost. And this little composting little system here creates me some more bone meal. So that's where my bone meal was, I forgot. Yeah, so I've just been dumping the access nether wart into this chest here, and that creates more bone meal for me. So all in all, this system has been pretty sweet and really easy if you needed some of this nether wood. I've also been busy creating a little chorus fruit and chorus flower farm. That's really hard to say. That's a bit of a tongue twister. This is actually, I forget who this was, but let me look it up. So it's Jedi Master Keanu. This he's only got 387 subscribers, and I found this design, and quite frankly, I thought it was really cool. So check it out, guys. I'll leave it in the description. Basically what it is, you can literally AFK here. So you plant the chorus flower. What's going to happen next is once that grows one more block, the observers detect that growth, and these dispensers are full of snowballs. So you'll notice that the snowballs will shoot out and knock off the flower, and this piston will also, this piston line of redstone will also detect, move that block, and break the flowers themselves. The fruit, I should say. Yay, so there we go. And if I was standing here, then I would have picked that up. But basically what you can do is do the old F3, so hold down right click and do the old F3 and T trick, and that will engage the auto clicker, and you can basically stand an AFK and right click the flower, and that'll detect, and the snowballs will shoot them off, and yeah, a fully AFKable chorus fruit. Sometimes words are really hard. Chorus fruit and chorus flower farm. All right, guys, so here, did I hear a drown then? There must be a drown under here, is there? No? Where am I? Oh! Uh-oh. No. No, mate. Oh my goodness, should I risk it? Oh, okay. Okay. I'm gonna risk this. If I lose my levels, guys, at least it's on camera. Okay, where is he? I'm going for it. Okay. Nah, you got nothing, mate. You got nothing on this sword. And he didn't drop a trident. Okay, that wasn't even scary. All right, so as I was saying, I'm not too sure what we're going to do today, guys. I'm just going to build away and see what I can come up with. But what I wanted to do was basically show you the progress I've been making outside first, and then maybe just have a bit of a chat what I think I might get done in this episode. So I started digging out this section here, because what I was thinking is, as the guests come into the hotel, they check in, they probably want to get to their room, right? So I'm thinking that has to be like a stair down into the hotel rooms themselves, which will be underwater. So I think logically that makes sense to have that go down under the water and down towards the rooms. I think that's what I'll start working on today, is maybe that sort of section there, but also what this is going to be here, and I literally have no idea at this point. I might do something here, I might not, but I guess that's enough of me talking. Let's maybe get cracking on some builds, and I'll bring you guys back when I've made some progress. Well, progress has been made, guys, and I must say, I'm actually really quite proud of myself. So let's go on a bit of a tour, and let me show you what I've been up to. I've basically just done the hotel interior today. Not much progress has been made on the aquarium itself, but I've just spent a lot of time on this lobby here, and as you can see, we have ourselves like a whale skeleton. I think that looks very cool, and that's going to be the entrance, or one of the entrances, I guess, to the the aquarium itself. So I thought having like a whale skeleton or some kind of structure at the entrance would, I mean, the kids would come in and go, whoa, look at that. And they'd be all happy to see little fish and stuff. And by the way, as we're talking about the fish icon, got a little fish here and on the other side, and one big fish on this side. The shape's not 100%. I'm not 100% happy with it, but yeah, I mean, it's okay. So we've got a lot of lights and a lot of, I guess, what you would call this is like some moldings and plaster moldings. We call it plaster in Australia. I'm not, like sheetrock or something other countries call it, but basically the plaster roof and the moldings around the chandeliers and things like that, which I think looks pretty cool. But the one at the roof is what I'm very, very happy with, and probably with the whale skeleton took the most time over the last week and a bit. So I think that looks very, very cool, guys, and I'm super, super happy with how it's turned out. I've got 4 big chandeliers on each sort of corner or each side of the main sort of fish tank in the middle there. So that looks very, very cool. I'm very happy with that. But I moved the sitting area from what was over this side over to this side because what I wanted to do is, I was thinking as they come in to visit the zoo, the guests would come here and drop off their bags. So we've got a bit of luggage on this side here, and I'm going to put a couple of villagers in here with the what do you call it? The what's underneath here? The slime blocks. No, what are these? Not slime. They're called honey blocks. Of course they're called honey blocks. Again, words can be really, really hard. But yeah, so we'll put some villagers in there so they can't move around like we've done over in the gift shop as well. So, and what I was actually thinking, guys, is I'm hoping, I tried looking up some kind of sort of 2x2 elevator that can take us down into the hotel rooms underneath under the water, but I'll have to do some more work on that. So that's to be continued, this little area, which will be an elevator down to the guest rooms and stuff. I've got a little bit of a his and hers sign on the front there for a toilet. So we've got 3 toilets in here and a place to wash your hands. So that's a little toilet that sort of sits under these stairs that I've built here. What else on this bottom floor before we head upstairs? So we've got a couple more details around the reception area here, another chandelier. But over here we've got like a bar area. So I'm going to put some villagers behind the bar here as well. So we've got some, I don't know, some cocktail making machines here. I don't know, some other stuff that they would make drinks and things, but it kind of looks like a bar. I think I'm happy with that. So we'll bring a couple of villagers in there at some point when the whole place is safe. So as we head up the stairs, we've got a pool table. This has come up really nicely. I'm quite happy with how this has turned out, guys. This isn't my design, and there's a few little bits and pieces where I'll put a few links in the description for designs that I haven't come up with, but I found this pool table online and I thought, I've got to make that. So basically what it is a couple of boats underneath that do these little bits and bobs here that kind of look like pool balls. And these are just signs. These are just spruce signs and birch signs that make it look like some pool cues are on top of the table there. So I think that looks... Uh-oh. I'm in the boat. How do I get out? Okay, there we go. We'll pop that on the side there like that. So that looks pretty cool. A little bit of a seating area for people to watch people play pool, and couch area here to sit and watch people play pool. And this is like a pool cue rack that you could put the pool cues in after you're done with the game as well. Let's head on over this side where we have another set of couches to sit on, and also like a TV area where the kids can watch TV, or the adults can watch TV. A little bit of surround sound system with the speakers there. I think that looks pretty nice. I didn't want to add too much detail up here. It probably could do with some paintings or something, but I think it's come up pretty nicely. I'm quite happy with it. Another couch, another, I guess this is like another little station where you can just grab some water. It's supposed to be like a water dispenser. Another link that I'll pop in the description for that one. What else we got here? Yeah, this is like the games room for the kids, guys. So these are very cool. Very, very cool. So we've got like a couple of pinball machines here. We've got one here, like a claw machine that was supposed to be black, but now it's come through. I wonder what's made that do that. I wonder if I chuck my shaders on and take them off. That was supposed to be black and now it's... I guess it still looks okay. Still looks like a claw machine, I guess. We have a table tennis table here, guys, which looks awesome. I'm very happy with how that's turned out. A couple of arcade machines with some shelves on the side here. A little bit of a vending machine where kids can grab something to eat, which I've got some cookies there for them. So that's pretty nice. And another pinball machine there. And this is like the creeper machine, which is very, very scary. So all in all, this whole level, I think, has come up nice, and it's taken me some time, but I think it's been well worth it because I'm very, very happy with the result. Let's head downstairs now, and I'll show you what I've done down there. I haven't done a lot, but it is something that I'll be working on in the next episode. So if we head on down here, guys, this area down here is where the guests would come after they've checked in. Have a look at... Oh, there's some fish here too. Now, there is a little bit of a weird glass glitch, which I'm trying to fix. I'm not too sure how I'm going to fix that, but I might... I've got to look into that because I'm not 100% happy with how that looks. So let's just ignore that glass glitch just for now, guys. So there is some fish out there. There's some... we've got a few little fish there, but we will sort of enclose this, I think. We'll put a sort of a fish tank sort of border around this area, and we'll just dump a heap of fish and things in there, which will make it look like a big fish tank for the guests to look in just after they've checked in. So this heads up towards the whale skeleton. So we've got two entrances sort of down here, and then what we're thinking in here is where the guests... This will be some kind of like another lobby area where you can check into your rooms, and then the rooms would go down into the water, of course, where I'm going to have to probably carve out a huge amount of sand, I'd say. And I want this all to be one big fish tank, and maybe the walls will be glass, and yeah, basically just one big fish tank with the rooms down somewhere sort of on this sort of level here, where they can just be surrounded by fish in sort of glass walls in their bedrooms and sleep with the fishies. So that's the plan, guys. The exact, I guess, layout, I'm not 100% sure on, but I mean, these are all naturally spawned fish and octopus and dolphins as well. So it's pretty cool. I just need to do a little bit more work as in enclosing them all into an area so they don't escape, I guess. But I mean, if they naturally spawn in this area, then I think, I mean, it's just going to look very, very cool. Work in progress, though. But here we go, guys. Here's a view from the outside, and wowee, this looks incredible. This is looking so good, and so is the roof. I'm very, very happy with the detail in that roof. It kind of changed a little bit since I put the quartz in the sort of roof, but I had to do it because it was easier to do it from the top down here. So I think it still looks okay. I think, if anything, it sort of adds a little bit more detail to the roof. Very, very happy with how this is all coming along, guys. This is my baby. This zoo series is my baby, and I really do appreciate all the love and support that everyone's giving me on this series, because I really do enjoy these episodes, and I hope that shows in my content, because I just love hanging out here. If this was a place in real life, you know what? I'd certainly want to live here. Once this is done, I'm just going to hang out here, not play Minecraft, and just hang out with all the animals, because I love it. I think we'll have to wrap it up there for another episode, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. This was a lot of work. All the details from the interior of the hotel lobby area and also at the front, it took some time. And also a couple of the farms that we built down in the farming area below the zoo itself as well. So a lot of work in this one. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and we still need to name this aquarium hotel. I cannot come up with a cool name, so I'm hoping you guys have some better ideas. So if you do have an idea that what we can name this aquarium hotel, please leave them in the comments below, and I'd love to hear from you. Leave a like on this video, it really helps out the channel. Subscribe if you want to see more videos like this one. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Till another day in Minecraft. See ya!